What are the Philadelphia 76ers actually title contenders in the NBA for the 2024-2025 NBA season? In my personal opinion, I don't think so. But I do think they're a lot better than they were last year. So the reason I say that I don't think they are is because I think they have too much to worry about in the rest of the league. I think Paul George is still a great player, and he's a great signing for the Sixers, but he's 34 years old. He wasn't really helping the Clippers get, very far in the playoffs, especially this year. And it just seemed like he wasn't really getting better. So my fear is that he's going to play this year and he's going to take another step towards the decline. I hope not, because I do like Paul George a lot, but I don't really foresee him getting better at this point in his career. Albeit he will, have a slightly different role. He's going to be playing with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. So those two guys, I'm assuming, are going to be the focal points of the offense. So Paul George is really going to be, what I think like a 3-and-D guy. He's going to be a very high level 3-and-D guy for them. I think he's going to be better for them than Tobias Harris was. Tobias Harris is gone now, off to Detroit. They lost a few other people in free agency. Lost Nick Batum, lost Mo Bamba, lost Buddy Hield. They waived Paul Reed. D'Anthony Melton went to the Warriors. So their team's going to look a little different. They did get Jared McCain, the guy who's 2 days into college but 3 lectures behind. So I think he's going to be a good rookie for them. I think he's always been a very good player from everything I've seen. I watched him at Duke. He was very good. I think he's going to be a really good player, and I think he's going to continue to get better. I think a lot of people just give him, a lot of bullshit because, the guy paints his nails and he, does all these dances on TikTok, and, they don't really think he's that serious. But, those are typically some of the harder dudes to guard, is the guys who act like they're all friendly and not serious off the court, and then they get on the court and they're going to cook you. So I think Jared McCain's going to be just fine. I think people are going to act like he's not all that, and then he's going to light them up. So I think they're going to be good. I really do think they're going to be good. I just don't think they're not going to beat the Celtics in a 7-game series, especially if Porzingis is healthy and, Tatum and Jaylen Brown are healthy and Derek White. It's just they're not going to win that series. I honestly don't think they're going to beat the Knicks either. The fact that they didn't beat the Knicks this year, it was a close series. It really could have gone either way. And I think a lot of that was contingent on Joel Embiid's health, Maxey's as well. But the fact that the Knicks just added Mikal Bridges, I don't see them losing a series against the Sixers this year, especially if they didn't last year without Mikal Bridges. So it's going to be an uphill battle for them. If they have a really good run this season and they, get things going, who knows? Maybe they make it further. It's just going to be really tough for them to kind of go through some of the teams that they, matched up against, last year, specifically the Knicks, being that they're in the same division. It's gonna be tough. So if Joel Embiid can stay healthy, Joel Embiid plays 75 games this year, which is probably not going to happen, and then gets into the playoffs and is healthy, it's going to be very interesting. But I still don't think that they're going to beat the Celtics. Obviously, when it comes to Embiid matching up with Porzingis, I'm going to take Embiid, but that's just because no one can guard Embiid. No one can guard Embiid. It's going to be pretty interesting. Sixers also re-signed Kelly Oubre, so I think that's a that's a good thing for them. They got Andre Drummond as well. Andre Drummond, one of my favorite players in the league. They also got Caleb Martin. So they're adding a lot of pieces, and I'm thinking that they're going to be better. I don't think they've gotten as better as some of the other teams in the conference, and that's not even talking about the West. So I know Philly fans been itching to get to the finals, especially since that Kawhi bounce around the rim shot went in and ruined their chances that year. So I think it's coming along, but it's all about health, and as your players get older, they get injured more. So they got to be careful this year. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Philly. Make it to the finals, win that chip. Prove me wrong. Let's see it.